A.K. Ramanujan, born in Mysore, was an Indian poet, folklorist, translator, playwright, and philologist. Some of his notable works include The Interior Landscape, love poems from a classical Tamil anthology, folk tales from India, and oral tales from 20 Indian languages. He was conferred with the Padma Shri in 1976 and the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1999. He received the MacArthur Prize Fellowship in 1976. The story in The Kingdom of Fools is a Kannada folk tale taken from Ramanujan's Folk Tales from India. This story is set in a kingdom of fools. It depicts the story of how a guru saves the life of his disciple through his wisdom. Through the story, Ramanujan shows how foolishness can be unpredictable and have dangerous consequences. Let's see what happens in The Kingdom of Fools by A.K. Ramanujan. There was a kingdom where both the king and the minister were fools. Unlike other kings, they ordered everyone to work at night and sleep during the day. The people, fearful of punishment, obeyed the king. One day, a guru and his disciple came to the city and found it empty. However, once evening came, they were amazed to see the city come to life. They were further astonished to find that everything from rice to ghee to bananas were only for a duddu. Delightful, they bought all the food they wanted. However, after eating, the guru decided to leave. He told the disciple that it was dangerous to live in a place run by fools. One could never know what they would do next. However, the disciple was tempted by the cheap food, so he refused and stayed. He grew fat on bananas, ghee, rice, and wheat. Now, a thief broke into a merchant's house one night. While escaping, the wall through which he had entered collapsed on him, and he died. His brother promptly went to the king to demand justice. He believed it was the merchant's weak wall that caused his brother's death. The king reassured the brother and summoned the merchant. The merchant pleaded for mercy, but he blamed the bricklayer, who blamed a dancing girl with jingling anklets, who blamed a goldsmith, who blamed a rich merchant. This rich merchant was the father of the merchant. So the trial had come full circle. The king, reasoning that sons should bear their father's sins, sentenced the merchant to death. A new stake was built for the merchant, but the minister thought the merchant was too thin for the stake. He conveyed his doubts to the king. The king ordered his servants to find a man fat enough to fit the stake. The servants searched the city and found the disciple, fat as a bull after months of indulging himself on rice, wheat, and ghee. The poor disciple now remembered his guru's words and their wisdom. While he waited for his execution, he prayed to the guru to come save him. The guru, blessed with the vision to see faraway things, saw what was happening and came to rescue his disciple. He went to the king and asked to be put to death before his disciple. The disciple, understanding his guru's intentions, protested. They started arguing as to who would go first. The king was puzzled. He wanted to know the reason behind the guru's unusual request. The guru replied that he had never seen a kingdom like this, and the stake was new. He wanted to die at the new stake so he could be reborn as king in the next life. His disciple would become the minister. Now, the king didn't want to give up his kingdom in the next life, so he hatched a plan with his minister. They told the executioner that they would send the criminals at night to be killed. Then they disguised themselves and went to the stake to be executed. The next day, the people panicked to see their king and minister dead. Thinking of the future of their kingdom, they approached the guru to persuade him to become their king. So, the guru became king, The first thing he did was to change all the old laws. Now, the kingdom was like any other place, where day was day and not night. There was also nothing that could be bought for a dudu.